Show. What is up, everybody? Dr. Pippin here, and welcome to episode 9 of season 2 of the Gameshow Speak Podcast. I am your host, Dr. Pippin, and joining me is my co-host, the captain of the Gameshow Speak Podcast, Michael Bobadier, or co-captain, I should say.
Yeah, co-captain. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to another Gameshow Speak Podcast. So glad to have you on board. We got topics. And we shall begin.
Yeah. Don't forget to put your hands on your buzzers.
Yep, put your hands on your buzzers.
Yeah. Just for that, Michael, the zoo for forgetting.
No, sometimes I leave it to you to say it, so that's a miss.
Okay, that's fine. That's fair. All right, so we got our first topic here is Stephen Fry to host Jeopardy in the UK. Yes, the show, which will air as a 20-part order in the daytime, sees contestants using general knowledge skills to win rounds and amass winnings. In each round, contestants are presented trivia clues phrased as answers, to which they must respond in the form of a question that correctly identifies whatever the crew is describing. The next round is being forward for the rebooted UK version. The American classic first appeared in the UK in the late 1980s on Channel 4, was also on ITV and Sky in the 1990s. ITV said Fry would bring a modern twist to the cult classic. Paramount Global Content Distribution handles format rights and solely backed Whisper Norfish produced it in the UK. Jeopardy has arrived on US screens for nearly 60 years. The show will be filmed at Doc 10 Studios and is set to air this autumn. Ooh, boy. I mean, you heard of Stephen Fry.
A little. But
A little.
Speaking of Jeopardy, follow-up on our high school reunion tournament topic from last week. I was watching last night's episode. Why in the total crap planet did they not bring back the rock and roll Jeopardy music?
I think because...
That's what baffles me.
Yeah, that's what baffles me too. I think MTV owns the rights. I know CBS owns the rights, but still. I think MTV used the Rock and Roll Jeopardy first when it first premiered. So I think
plus the current syndicated version started to use them too. So why get rid of it? Why?
I think they wanted to update it, make it more modern, make it easier to try to make a new theme or just replace it all together and replace it all together. That's their minds. That's what they were thinking.
That baffles me.
That baffles me too. I think that was the better choice in their idea because I think it's more of a clean
bull crap.
Bull crap. I think
because
to them, I think
was because that got me in a mood.
Speaking of that, they should bring back Rock and Roll Jeopardy as a whole, but who will replace him now that Jeff Probst is doing Survivor?
Todd Newton?
He's doing the tattoo shop now.
And also the Price is Right Live stage show, too. He still does the Price is Right Live.
I thought Mark Wahlberg was hosting that.
No, Mark Wahlberg, Wheel of Fortune Live.
Yeah. Because I know he did one episode, so... All right. Let's move on to this. BBC renews The Traitors. Smash hit game show The Traitors has been renewed for a second season by the BBC, and one of the least surprising bits of commissioning news of the year so far, the podcaster has opted to greenlight a 12-part series 2 of the Claudia Winkleman-hosted game show in which a group of faithfuls try to smoke out 3 traitors while living in the castle. The group compete in challenges, and each night, one is banished from the castle and another is murdered by the traitors. The word of mouth hit was all the British TV industry could talk about over Christmas, coming in for praise for its high-octane drama, diversity, and range of authentic contestants. The show attracted more than 3 million viewers per episode overnight for the BBC when it aired around Christmas time and was the biggest new series for young people of the year, according to the BBC. Produced by Studio Lambert in the UK, the original Dutch format has been airing around the world, most recently airing on Peacock in the US, where it is hosted by Alan Cumming. Oof. The Traitors. It's growing like the mole.
Yeah,
Holy man. Holy
absolutely.
mackerel. Man, I haven't seen it yet, but it's growing big. Holy moly. Holy moly right now. All right.
All right. So
Go ahead with this topic here.
I know we have a lot of America Says fans that
I'm one.
that see America Says not only on the Game Show Network but in syndication. Check your local listings. And apparently, John Michael Higgins of America Says will also plan to front GSN's split second reboot. Now, here's what they said. The classic trivia show Split Second is coming to Game Show Network this spring, hosted by the always wonderful John Michael Higgins. The network posted Monday across its social channels. We've got lots more info coming, so stay tuned. First hosted by Tom Kennedy, airing on ABC from 1972 to 1975. The quiz show challenges contestants to answer questions with 3 possible answers in light speed. The action culminates in a countdown round where only the fastest will win the championship. A syndicated revival aired in 1986 in the US and Canada. The show rights are currently being held by Fremantle. More information as soon as it becomes available. There will be more information as soon as it becomes available, but it is expected that $10,000 will be the top dollar for the series. Now, here's what I think.
Put the Ask the Host music on. Mm-hmm. No kidding. No, don't want to get copyrighted. Go ahead.
No. Don't do that. I like. Have you seen an episode of Split Second?
From the Kennedy version, yes, and from the Monty Hall version.
What was your reaction when you heard this was coming back?
When I heard this was coming back on GSN, I was like shocked and surprised.
Me too.
And the fact that John Michael Higgins is hosting this makes me wonder why is he hosting both shows? I mean,
he already has America Says. He could have kept doing that.
I mean, don't get me wrong. John Michael Higgins is awesome and all, but I think they should have a different host. Like, I know the guy from Chicago Fire is doing Switch on GSN, and I think Samantha Harris would have been perfect for Split Second than Tug of War.
But now she's doing Tug of Words.
Yeah, replacing Ahmad Rashad.
Ahmad Rashad should have hosted Split Second.
Yeah, that makes sense in some way. Don't get me wrong. We like John Michael Higgins. We like him what he does on America Says. But I think that's what he should.
When you look at old school game show hosts that could have been contention for hosting Split Second, Todd Newton.
Todd Newton to host Split Second. Okay, I could see it. But as I said, Todd now runs a tattoo shop here
when you think of host announcer pairings.
Host announcer pairings. Yeah, I could see why.
Host announcer pairings. Imagine John Michael Higgins hosting Split Second.
Okay.
With Burton Richardson as announcer.
Ooh, boy. But Burton's doing a Celebrity Family Feud.
And that's in prime time.
Yeah, that's prime time.
If they end up doing this as a daytime show, I'd give it to Burton.
Or I would give it to Mark Thompson.
Oh, when was the last time he done Idol?
Last time he done Idol. Shoot.
No, I know he did American Idol, and so you think he could dance for Fox. He's primarily the guy for Fox Network.
Yeah, I know the Fox. I know he did Greed. He did It's Your Chance of a Lifetime.
I think he's primarily done every show that's on Fox.
Yeah.
Are you smarter than a fifth grader? Don't forget the lyrics.
Yep. And don't forget that he did some awful shows for Fox as Who Wants to Marry a Princess. Thank you, Game Show Garbage, for that.
For that show, yeah. What was it?
Who Wants to Marry a Princess?
My grade for that, solid F.
Yeah, solid F.
What about yours?
Same as yours, solid F.
Yeah.
Same as yours, solid F.
Let me. I'm shocked that Split Second is coming back. But what if Greed was to be revived?
Only one problem: who's going to host it and who's going to announce it?
Imagine Mark Thompson coming back as announcer.
Okay, I'm down with that.
And let's see. Who would make a good host for Greed?
Who would make a good host for Greed?
Because I know Chuck Woolery did it last.
Yeah, I know Chuck did it last.
I don't think he would be in contention.
How about Gordon Elliott?
I would think because he's still alive. Bob Eubanks.
Bob Eubanks. I think that's a bit of a stretch there, in my opinion. I mean, Bob Eubanks is good. I mean, he's done Card Sharks. He's done the Newlywed Game and the Diamond Head
Trivia
Game.
Trap.
Huh?
Trivia Trap.
Trivia Trap. Yeah, that's a good show.
Dreamhouse.
They should bring that back too. Dreamhouse, yeah. But I don't think he would be a perfect
Doug
fit
Davidson
for
is Paul Williams.
Paul Williams.
Doug Davidson.
I mean, he's done good game shows too. He's done the 1994 version of The Price is Right. He was on Family Feud.
That should have been on longer. I mean, their music was, oh my God.
And the fact that you had Burton Richardson on it really made it more fun.
More interesting too.
Yeah. But Burton should have been the daytime announcer for Prize from Richfield.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong.
Rod passed away.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Rod. Rest in peace, my man. Anyway. And you got the...
Let's continue
Let's move on.
Here.
We're getting on topic. The NBC slot, that's yours.
Alrighty. We got fans of the wall. We got fans of the weakest link. The good news, they're back. NBC is revving up the excitement with the return of two of its most popular game shows, The Wall on Tuesday, April the 11th at 9 p.m. Eastern, and Weakest Link on Monday, April the 17th at 10 p.m. Eastern. Episodes will be available for streaming on Peacock. That's what my colleague Jordy Scow calls it. The following
Darn
day,
it, Jordan.
The heart-stopping games return with exciting new gameplay, a slew of special guests, and a fresh crop of deserving contestants who are eager to put their skills to the test in a battle for life-changing cash prizes. Across all platforms, Season 4 of The Wall averaged 3.4 million viewers, growing plus 27% from its same-day telecast. Overall, The Weakest Link has reached more than 25.1 million viewers.
Wow.
The Wall, it's doing well.
Yep,
but here's the thing I'm going to say about Weakest Link.
I mean, Weakest Link
has now passed Ann Robinson and George Green for longest hosting tenure. And you know, this is a fact that I love so much. And if loving this fact is wrong, I don't want to be right. Isn't that not right, Dante?
That Jane Lynch has surpassed Aaron Robinson and George Gray as length of 10. Oh, my goodness. I would say yes on that part. I will say yes on that. Holy cow. Because Aaron Robinson's been doing this for... I know George Gray did in the syndication.
Did it for a year. George Gray also did it for a year. Jane Lynch has now done it for like, this is going for her third year now.
Yep, you're right. She surpassed Aaron Robinson and George Gray.
For the U.S. version.
U.S. version, yeah. Holy hell, he did it. Holy hell, she did it. Excuse me. That's a big milestone, so congratulations to her. I mean, but if Jane Lynch were to step down as host of Lincoln Slang, who would be hosting it? Or should it get canceled?
Well, the worst thing to do is cancel.
Yeah, worst thing. Because, Jane Lynch is as Patrick would say, like a year back when we watched after we just got done watching the revival of Legends of the Hidden Temple, Jane Lynch is the best person you can get at that point.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, let me story to tell you, Michael. Me and Patrick Murphy, we watched Legends of the revival of Legends of the Hidden Temple on the CW.
Mm-hmm.
And we thought the revival was really good. It was well done. It kept the spirit of the original. They even brought D. Bradley Baker back as Olmec. And Kurt Falk got back somehow. But we have a new host, Christian Alonso. And I think she did
Christian
well.
Alonso.
Yeah, she did a good job as the host. And I told her that they should, and I told Patrick that they should bring back Aaron Robinson. And then Patrick told me, and my friend Patrick and a friend of his told me that that Jane Lynch is the best you can probably get. And yeah, that's true. It's true. Yes, because nobody can do it.
Speaking of which, did you know? A shout out to our friend Patrick Murphy, by the way. Did you know that Patrick's back in the game show Emporium?
Yes.
In his own server, the Game Show Emporium.
Mm-hmm.
GSC Studios.
Yeah, GSC Studios.
I always get a kick out of what I do stuff over there.
Yep. All right. Now let's go on to our next topic here.
Shout out to Patrick Murphy, of course.
Yeah, shout out to Patrick Murphy, a delightful human being. Anyway, all right. More games, more faces. Celebrity Game Face returns April 6th. E! Network's Celebrity Game Face, hosted and executive produced by Kevin Hart, returns for Season 4 on Thursday, April 6th at 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific with the biggest names in Hollywood as they participate in a series of absurdly funny challenges for a chance to win the Heart of a Champion trophy and earn money for the charity of choice. Each episode will feature 3 famous duos competing against each other in an hysterical and extreme at-home games, such as Flip It Good, in which one teammate wears flippers on their feet while the other dons a bowl strapped on their head in a race against the other celebrities to flip 3 waffles from the funky footwear into the bowl. And Celeb Face Game, in which one teammate will have the image of a person or animal over their face that they must guess as the other team members describe the image without using certain words. All right, full list of celebrity parents this season include Ice-T and Coco Austin, Ellie King and Dierks Bentley, Lado and Brooklyn, Tamar Braxton and Mitch, Evelyn Lozada and Shanice, Nevia Williams and Zoe, Fat Joe and Rich Blair, Neo and Mama Lo, Estelle and Melanie Fiona, Jimmy Allen and Bobby Bones, Kyle Busch and Samantha Busch, Effion Crockett and Jay Lee, Candy Burris and Todd Tucker, Rozzy Diaz and Chantel Christopher, Sherry Sheffer and B-Flat, Nikki Glazer and Julie Glazer, Rita Ora and Elena, Jason Derulo and Movie, Tiffany Haddish and Brisha Webb, Malin Ackerman and Jack Donnelly, Steele Brim and AJ, Alexa Briss and Lion Cabrera, Carmela Graves and Corey Graves, The Miz and Maurice, Jermaine Fowler and Katrina Lindsay, Michael Ealy and Katrina Lafixe. Alright. Neil Brennan and Kat Keane, Eliza Silsinger, and Noel Galutin. Boris Kodolje and Ian Reichbach. Natasha Leal and Nick Foon, JB Smoove and Shaw, Chris Ball and Jada Paul, Miranda Menounos and Shaw Waltman, Jay Farrell and Shannon Farrell, Shai Bow Wow and Pipping, David Doric and Ilya, Chloe and Halle Bailey, Vivica A. Fox, and Nikki Gledhill and Gata and Stacy Smith. Whew.
So what you're telling me, this is a ripoff of Newlywed Games Celebrity Edition. Okay.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not a ripoff. It's basically like the celebrity version of Double Dare. Double Dare.
Well, when you look at the pairings, it may be
Newlywed Games Celebrity Edition
to you.
It's not a ripoff of the Newlywed Game. It's not. I've seen one episode.
Well, some of these are couples in real life.
Okay, they're couples in real life, yes. But it's basically like combining Newlywed Game with Double Dare. So
that's exactly what I said, Dante. Wake up and pay attention.
Well, it's funny though, and Kevin Hart's funny man. Go check him out. He's funny as hell. Okay. Oh Lord. We have lost all control, folks. Canada no longer live. Big Brother Canada does away with live feeds. In a seismic shift for reality TV, Big Brother Canada has announced that it is doing away with the 24/7 live feeds that allow fans to watch every single second of the action in terms of what sorts of shenanigans contestants are up to inside the house. Instead, the show, which is hosted by Aressa Cox, will introduce something called Digital Dallies for its upcoming 11th season, which premieres March 8th on Global in Canada. Digital Dallies are being described as uncut content inside the BB Canada house, offering viewers an extended peek into the house guests' lives. That seems to mean that production will only offer selected segments from inside the house, also giving them the ability to make sure any unflattering or problematic behavior or speech, something Big Brother often specializes in, does not make it to air. Digital Dallies will be posted regularly throughout each week. So that don't make any sense. I like to see the juicy action in here. Heck, I've seen one episode of Big Brother. Of US Big Brother. I like to see the action. Digital Dallies, that don't make no sense. I know it's Canada. Sorry, Andrew, but still. Sorry, Andrew and Mark, but still. Can we at least see more action, please?
Ugh. Dante, you said sorry, Mark, but it should have been sorry, Lassie.
Oh my God, Mark Leoner's gonna kick your butt for that. You called it. Oh. Oh Lord. Okay. Oh, okay. So, American Idol to air Sunday, March 12th, following the 95th Oscars. All right. The iconic competition series, American Idol, will continue to search for the next superstar Sunday, March 12th. Following the 95th Oscars on the ABC, in this new audition episode, viewers will embark on a nationwide search with help from superstar judges Luke Bryan, my man, Katy Perry, and Lionel Richie, across New Orleans, Las Vegas, and Nashville to find the next singing sensation. Emmy Award-winning host and producer Ryan Seacrest, my man, hosts the iconic singing show, which is currently in its 21st season. American Idol airs Sundays on ABC. It's available next day on Hulu. Okay. All right. So let's bring that back. Oh, Michael. Wow. By
the way, did you see who got the first platinum ticket?
No, I'm afraid.
They gave away the first platinum ticket of the season.
Wow.
And to tell you the truth, I like the platinum ticket idea.
All right. So, but man, I was a year old when this show premiered.
I was too.
Damn. Oh, that's
I was
right.
ahead of you.
old when the show premiered. Hell, damn, way older than me. Yeah, I know you were born in '99, but shoot, me too. Grew up during the other version of the I Love Hollywood theme. All right. Anyway, next, Pointless Fred's co-host announced. Pointless has announced its next group of guest hosts with two Taskmaster's favorites among those joining Alexander Armstrong. Following Richard Osman's departure from the Chris Show last year, the show has been enjoying a series of guest presenters to fill his slot. The BBC has now confirmed the next roster for this year with Taskmaster Series 5 star Sally Phillips and Series 9 Rose Matafio among them. Also announced a Great British Menu's Andy Oliver, celebrity Google Box's Giles Brandreth, and Mass Reports Nish Kumar, comedians Lucy Porcher and Leo Lina, and Radio 1 presenter Vic Hope. I mean, you've seen the show Pointless.
I have not.
Oh, you have not? Oh, I think I've seen one episode. It's not that bad, basically. I don't rules. All right, so we're gonna move on here next. Queen of the Second Universe. The Vocal Olympics of Drag has returned as 10 new queens from around the world join the Queen of the Universe Season 2 cast. Hailing from 9 global nations: Italy, Brazil, Mexico, the Philippines, the Netherlands, Israel, Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States. The cast and competitors will duke it out across the singing competition's new season in pursuit of a $250,000 prize and the worldwide bragging rights for their homeland. Entering the contest this year on Lumens with 2 international RuPaul's Drag Race spinoffs, including Drag Race Italia Season 2 runner-up Aura Internal and Drag Race Holland Season 2 Queen Love Massisi. Representing the U.S. is pageant legend and Miss Continental winner Giselle Barbie Royale, whose valuable performance of CC Pennington's He Loves Me Too you definitely see on social media, as well as California-based performer Melissa Skunt. Season 1 of the show saw Brazil's drag queen take the crowd after a contentious competition featuring Drag Race legend Jujubee and American Idol star Ada Box among his cast. Judges Trixie Mattel, Michelle Visage, and Vanessa Williams are all set to return for Season 2 alongside new judge Mel B, while Graham Norton reprised his role as MC on new episodes produced by RuPaul Drag Race Production Company World of Wonder and MTV Entertainment Studios. Queen of the Universe Season 2 premieres in the U.S. on Friday, March 31st, on Paramount Plus and April 1st in the United Kingdom, Latin America, and Italy, France, Germany, Switzerland, Austria, and Australia. Oh, wow. This might be interesting. We'll have to see, you know? All right. The voice topic that all belongs to Michael. Floor is yours.
Oh, boy. Fans of The Voice. Reba McEntire is returning to The Voice stage. She is... The country superstar will serve as a mentor when the competition series returns for season 23 on March 6th. NBC announced Wednesday she is set to join returning coaches Kelly Clarkson and Blake Shelton and newcomers Chance the Rapper and Niall Horan. McEntire previously served as a battle advisor for Shelton's team during the inaugural season of The Voice, making her addition as a mega mentor in an apt full circle moment as Sheldon prepares to take his final spin in the swivel chair. The country crooner, who has 8 wins under his belt, announced last year that the upcoming season will be his last. McEntire will mentor the remaining artists who have made it through the battle rounds as they prepare for the knockouts April 17th. The new season will also unveil changes to the competition with the introduction of an all-new playoff pass, which allows both contenders to enter a battle to advance and gives the winner a major advantage of being able to skip the knockout rounds, inching them closer to the live shows. Each coach will have 1 playoff pass and 1 steal. 7 contestants per team will advance, with 6 competing in the knockouts and 1 using the playoff pass. The format will be as follows. The battles, which start March 27th, the knockouts, and the playoffs starting May 1st, and the live shows, which commence May the 15th. Your thoughts on that?
I'm going to be sad because I like Blake Shelton. I love my country guy. And I also like Lou Bryan, my countryman. Anyway, it's going to be sad to see Blake Shelton go. I think Reba is a great judge. Love her as mentor. She's the best mentor. And I love me some country. Hold on, let me turn on my cam so I can turn on my cam so you can see me dance. See, I can see y'all dance. Roll Town Road, gonna go down to the world. And this is how we roll. This is how we do.
Dante, sit down. Your dancing's horrible.
Oh, don't be a hater, Michael. Crap. Don't be a hater, Michael. I was trying to dance like a cowboy here. Well, that dance is horrible. You are a hater, Michael. Hater. Ladies and gentlemen, Michael the dance hater. Oh my God. Anyway, let's go to the next topic here. We lost all control.
It was an honest opinion.
Oh. All right. Moving on. Survivor to launch official podcast. Jeff Probst, the host, starting March 1st. Today, CBS announced a new companion podcast for Survivor, the Emmy Award-winning primetime series and #1 streamed reality program on Paramount+. The show's only official podcast, On Fire with Jeff Probst, will debut Wednesday, March 1st on all major podcast platforms, immediately following the special 2-hour premiere of the hit 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Pacific of the hit series' 44th season. Survivor needs to stop, honestly. New podcast episodes will go live each Wednesday at the conclusion of that week's broadcast of Survivor, which regularly airs Wednesdays 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Pacific on CBS and available to stream live and on demand on Paramount+. But listeners will be able to join Emmy Award-winning host and showrunner Jeff Probst and his co-host, Survivor producer Brittany Crapper, and podcast producer and Survivor fan Jay Wolf as they go behind the scenes of the groundbreaking reality series like never before. On Fire with Jeff Probst is the ultimate companion to Survivor 44, whether you're a super fan or new to the show. Each week, Jeff will go inside the latest episode and share some of the secrets of how they make the show. Fulfilling fans' dreams, Probst will also answer audience questions and take part of in the fan segment called Why Jeff Sucks. Wow, that's putting it abundantly clear there. Jeff doesn't suck. Michael, your thoughts on this?
Oh, gee. But, and nevertheless.
Nevertheless, your CBS topic, Michael. Go ahead.
Fans of Lingo will be pleased. CBS announced today that it has renewed 9 additional series for the 2023-24 season. The renewed CBS original series are #1 broadcast series drama, NCIS, #1 news program, 60 Minutes, CSI Vegas, NCIS Hawaii, Survivor, The Amazing Race, Tough as Nails, Lingo, and the true crime docuseries 48 Hours Saturday. He's the #1 non-sports primetime series for 17 consecutive seasons. To date, CBS has renewed 17 series, including the previously announced #1 news series drama, Fire Country, #1 comedy, Young Sheldon, Ghost, The Neighborhood, Bob Hearts, I can't even pronounce it, so we'll just forget it.
What were you trying to pronounce here?
Abishola.
Bob Hart's Abishola. You got it.
Yeah. So Help Me Todd, The Equalizer, FBI International, and FBI Most Wanted. In addition to the Never Game, a new drama starring Justin Hartley, received an early series order for the 2023-24 season. Any Lingo fans in the audience?
I mean, I'm a fan of the two, so I'm a fan of the 2002-2007 lingo.
What do you think of the current version getting renewed?
Well, I think about the current version being renewed. Can't believe it. I knew it was going to get a second season.
Yeah.
And RuPaul's doing a good job. This new version of lingo is all right.
And the music gets you into a vibe, too.
Yeah, I guess you would do a vibe, but also I kind of miss the bingo element. I know.
And Super Lingo has the.
Oh God, you could say it.
Oh gee,
you could say it. I don't care.
But here's the thing, though. Super Lingo also has the lucky Lingo balls.
Yeah,
I love that idea.
Yeah.
What about you?
Oh, I like that idea too, and I like the Super Lingo. I remember it gives me Scrabble vibes just by seeing it, seeing the clue and such. Just by seeing that clue and seeing how it's played.
Anyway. Next topic.
Oh, next topic here. The Price is Right for Samsung TV Plus. For long-running game show Price is Right fans, the price is now free as an free ad-supported streaming TV channel. Samsung TV Plus said it has added a Price is Right channel to its channel lineup in February. Right now, the channel is featuring episodes from seasons 11 to 14. Samsung TV Plus also added a Jamie Oliver's channel and a Divorce Court channel. Thoughts on that?
I truly miss the Barker era. I truly miss the Barker era, though.
Yeah, I miss that era too. But now I got to do, what I gotta do? The TV reviews.
Right.
Come on.
Yep.
Let's wrap this.
That's where I go. Silent until the food chain.
That's where you go to. Yep. All right, here we go. Here comes the ratings now. Thursday, Meredith Grace says goodbye. In Thursday's ratings for CBS and rerun mode, NBC's Law & Order SVU led Thursday both in the demo and in total viewers. Law & Order were 4.6 million total viewers at a 0.5 demo rating, and Organized Crime 3.6 million, 0.5 for steady in the demo, while SVU 4.9 million, 0.6 dipped. Back from a 3.5 month break on ABC, Station 19, 3.9 million and 0.5, and Grey's Anatomy, 3.5 million, 0.5. Each dropped a handful of eyeballs while staying in the demo. The CW's Walker, 680K, 0.1, slipped to its second smallest audience of the season, while Independence guest starring Jared Padalecki, 450K, 0.1, was steady. All right, Fox's Next Level Chef, 2 million, 0.4 was steady. Animal Control, 1.6 million, 0.3 lost some viewers versus its debut, but held steady in the demo. And Call Me Cap, 1.3 million, 0.2 dipped. All right, Wednesday. All right, Chicago Masked Singer Lead Night. And Wednesday's ratings, NBC's #OneChicago tied Fox's Masked Singer for the Wednesday demo while Chicago Fire delivered the night's largest audience. Chicago Bad was 6.3 million total viewers and a 0.6 rating, and Fire 6.8 million, 0.6. We're staying in the demo, while PD 5.6 million, 0.6 ticked up with its 200th episode. The Masked Singer 3.8 million, 0.6 was steady, while Special Forces, the world's toughest test, 1.8 million, 0.3 dipped. The CW's The Flash, the 490K, 0.1 dipped to its second smallest audience ever, while On the Bubble Kung Fu 360K 0.1 matches audience low set November 16th. Leaning out of The Price is Right at night, 4.3 million, 0.5. CBS's Toughest Nails double episode finale did 2.2 million, 0.3, and the 1.9 million, 0.2. ABC's The Conners, 3.6 million, 0.5. The Goldbergs, 2.4 million, 0.2. Abbott Elementary, 2.6 million, 0.5. Not Dead Yet, 2.3 million, 0.3. And A Million Little Things, 1.7 million, 0.2. We're all steady in the demo flow. MLA and A Million Little Things dipped to a new audience low. All right. Tuesday's ratings. And the latest in Tuesday's ratings, there was a freeway tie for the nightly demo win, while CBS's FBI easily copped Tuesday's largest audience. FBI, with 6.7 million total viewers and a 0.5 rating, chopped some eyeballs, but was staying in the demo, while International 5.1, 0.3, and Most Wanted 4.6 million, 0.3, both dipped across the board. ABC's The Rookie, 4 million, 0.5, Feds, 2.5 million, 0.3, and Will Trent, 2.5 million, 0.3. All dipped in audience, but we're steady in the demo. NBC's Night Court, 3.6 million, 0.5, shed a few more eyeballs, but held steady in the demo. American Idol, 1.8 million, 0.3, was also steady. A double pump of the already renewed Reba, 1.9 million, 0.2, 1.7 million, 0.2, delivered successive audience lows. Fox's 911 Lone Star, 3.4 million, 0.4, repostponed dipped the series lows, but Accused, 2.2 million, 0.3, was steady. Now airing an hour earlier, the Winchesters, 372K, 0.1, drew its best audience in 4 episodes. I think that's it here. Yeah, I think that's it here. Stop the shit.
Wait, let me check.
All right, check. I think that's it we did. I think that's all we did.
Did you do Wednesday?
Did I forget the Monday? Yeah, I think I did Wednesday, yeah.
Tuesday,
yes. And I did the Thursday one.
Monday.
I think we did that last time. These are the older ones.
Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, that's last
And
week.
you sent our third co-host the link, huh?
Yes, I did.
Any response from him?
Not yet.
Well.
All right. Michael, go ahead and do it.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, is the moment you've all been waiting for.
Yes, it's time for another game show food chain. We're doing game show Speak Podcast announcers food chain. Gosh. And today we're going to do the announcers of Love Connection. Now, I originally wanted to do the host of Love Connection, but since there were only 3, well, I'll just get this out of the way now. Chuck Woolery 1, Andy Cohen 2, and Pat Bullard 3. That's it.
Yeah, we talked about it before the show.
Yeah, we talked about it before the show. Get them out of the way. Now, there's been some announcements here on Love Connection, of course. Rule 1, this is our opinion. Rule 2 is we're only counting one person's announcing tenure as one announcing tenure, even if they do 2 separate stints. And I believe we're not counting the pilots.
Or sub-announcer.
Or sub-announcers, yes. All right. And our third co-host for this, I have no response for him yet. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It should be 6 because we had a female announcer. I know.
No, there's 4 in there. I'm looking.
Oh, there's 4?
Yeah, 4 regular.
4 regular.
I looked at the thing.
I looked this up on Wikipedia and saying that there was 5
Game
announcers.
Show Week got me there. No, I think you
Gabby.
read it wrong. I
Read
think
it
you
wrong.
read it wrong. You read it wrong.
Okay, hold on.
Sorry.
Hold on. Okay, I know I read it wrong, but yeah, let's see.
It's 4 regular.
Because I know there were supposed 4 regular under. Okay, 4 regular announcers.
Yep. And 1 sub. We're not
4,
counting.
you're right. 4, and 1 sub.
We're not counting that. That's
Yeah,
sub.
we're not counting Rich Jeffries. So, bye, Rich. Anyway.
Yeah.
All right, now let's get to number 1. We're starting chronologically. This is from the early days of Love Connection from 1983 to 1986. Roddy.
And ironically enough, this was also the timeline that he was also doing Press Your Luck.
Yes. Considering he
Peter to
found
Market.
time to do that and Love Connection.
And The Price
Yep,
is
appeared to
Right.
Market. May he rest in peace.
And The Price is Right.
Yep. May Roddy. Yep. May Roddy appear to Market rest in peace. Man. I mean, he's done well. He's done well as an announcer of the show.
Yeah. Phew.
Oh,
With Tom Kennedy.
Yep. With Tom Kennedy. He's done a lot.
He sub-announced for Family Feud with Richard Dawson and was a celebrity contestant on the Ray Combs version.
Mm-hmm.
Represented The Price is Right.
Yep. Right. I mean, what have you thought of him when he did Love Connection?
Good.
So we put him at number 1?
Yeah. I don't know if it will change.
Because
of the popularity.
I don't know if it will change. Yeah.
Because of the popularity.
Right, now let's go. Yes, because of the popularity. Now, we go to number 2, starting 1985 to 1988. The man who has announced Family Feud. Super Password Plus.
Card Sharks.
And other game shows. He's Card Sharks. Yep.
Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
Yep. Gene Wood.
Beat the Clock with Gene Wood.
Yep. All right. What do you thought about Gene Wood doing Love Connection?
It's kind of like the similar style of Roddy. And I'll bet you don't know this. Gene Wood was also a panelist on Match Game and To Tell the Truth. So he's been on the screen before. As well as being off the screen.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So where do we rank Gene Wood?
Yep. So we're gonna put Gene Wood. Where are we gonna put Gene Wood on here?
That's a tough one.
I mean, they're both Rod and Gene are both great announcers.
I don't know.
I don't know either. This is why we need Turd in here.
Yeah, we need his expert analysis.
Yes. I don't know what you. Oh man.
I mean, the show is empty without his expert help.
Yes. Well, this season, but yeah. Oh, Turd's here.
Oh, wait a minute. And ladies and gentlemen, our third co-host has arrived. We bring to you the one and only Turd Ferguson.
Yes.
Well, hello there, Donnie P and Mikey Bombs.
We were just starting on the announcer's food chain for a Love Connection. We just got done with Rod Roddy. What did you think of him?
I mean, I think, as you guys know, to me, Rod Roddy is just absolutely hands down one of the best announcers for game shows that there ever was, period, no matter what show he did. He could have announced the phone book and I would have watched.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Just like Johnny Olsen, right?
You know, now let me tell you, I'm so glad you said that, Mikey B, is I have never been a huge Johnny Olsen fan. I don't dislike him, but he's like, there was just something, his was more understated. You know, because of course he came more for the old school of announcing.
Yeah.
And you know, he was still there into the mid '80s before, of course, he passed away. But his was just kind of that old school. I mean, heck, he wasn't even my favorite Price is Right announcer. So, but yeah, Rod Roddy, my God, that man was just he was a genius and amazing.
And the flashy coats too.
Oh my goodness. Well, that, and then he was even able to take it across and go on to like the Late Show with Craig Kilborn whenever he was still hosting that, the Late Show with Craig Kilborn, and they just had this epic, like almost like frenemies in a way. So yeah, that was always cool. I'm sure if Rod was still around, he'd probably still be announcing.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we put him at number one.
Now we're doing Gene Wood.
Yes, we're doing Gene Wood.
Oh man, Gene Wood. He's just like, even though Gene Wood is still kind of an older school, there's just something about his I liked. Like he was such a jovial man on top of being such a good host, and like, yeah, his voice really stuck out there. So, yeah, I would put him just under Rod, but not by much. Not by much.
Yeah, so we'll put him at number 2?
Yeah.
All right. We're putting him at 2.
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to 1988 to 1989. The guy who's been announcing Jeopardy since the entire run, Alex Trebek run. May he rest in peace.
And still going strong today.
Still going strong. Announcer of Supermarket Sweep. Announcer of any game show. Sub-announcer for Family Feud.
And also doing
Johnny Gilbert. Yep. Johnny Gilbert.
Yeah, Johnny Gilbert. Yeah, it's like, man, just such a strong presence of a voice, no doubt.
Yes, a strong
voice. And to think he's still going strong at like 98?
Yep.
Oh yeah, dude's way up there.
Wow. Unbelievable.
This man is one of the longest game show announcers.
Yeah. Oh my God. The man is unbelievable.
Heck, unbelievable. Yes.
Okay, so I'm looking here. He's 94. He'll be 95 in July.
Wow.
Wait a minute. He was born in... Wait a minute. Let me take a look.
He was born in 28. July 13th and 1928.
Oh, yeah, you're right. 94. So I was off by a couple of years. Sorry.
Wow.
I was off by a couple of years. Wow. Unbelievable, man.
I can't believe it either. Just...
He's like... let me try to think. He's like... Remember that April Fool's episode of Price is Right when Bob Barker returned to the show and hosted a pricing game? It's like he still got it.
Yep, he still got it. Showing current announcers how it's done. So where will we put him on this list?
And this is another tough one.
Because
Right
all
here.
three of them are great. Johnny, my gosh. I grew up with Johnny when he was doing Supermarket Sweep and Jeopardy.
This is where expert analysis.
You know, I think that's one of those things because, like, I'm looking here, and Rod Roddy did 390 episodes. Gene Wood did 390 episodes. Johnny did 195. So of course he did a season less. So I almost think just for even though Johnny is, man, you sit there and you think, man, this show had Rod Roddy, Gene Wood, and Johnny Gilbert as announcers. Like, what show gets just that kind of depth at the announcer desk? But I almost just because of him having a little less in the episodes, would probably honestly have to put him third.
At third, what do you think?
At
Jonathan?
third. Ooh. All right. If we want to put him on third, we're going to put him on third. I'm sorry,
right.
Johnny. He has a great tone, great voice. But,
Still going strong in 94.
Yeah, still going on. Still going on. And now it's time for the 1989 to 1999. And the guy who did the 1998 version of Love Connection with Pat Bullard. Oh, God. Burt Lennon's Love Buffet on GSN around 0203. John Cervenka.
Out of all people, John Cervenka.
I mean, what do you guys think of him?
You know, from what little I remember of him, to me, there's just like, I mean, you can do a good job, but you're not those other guys. Like, you can be a strong announcer, but you're just not those other guys. So, number 4, like, how do you put him above them?
I'm in the same bandwagon as you.
Right. I think there was a. I thought there was a fit. Okay, so we'll put him at 4, of course. I thought there was a 5th announcer because they did revive Love Connection in around 2017 with Andy Cohen at the helm.
But there wasn't.
But there wasn't actually.
So now, according to what I have seen, there was a 5th announcer, and it was Rich Jeffries.
He was a sub-announcer.
He was a sub-announcer.
Okay. Well, I will
1987.
say this. According to what now, looking on IMDb, just throwing it out there, it says Rod did 83 through 85. Gene did 85 through 87. And it says Rich did 87 through 88. And then Johnny did 88 and 89. So I'm wondering if Rich was as much of a sub as we think, because he has credit for a full season on IMDb.
Well, the way I look at it, he was a sub in 87.
Yeah. And we don't count subs in
That's the way I look at it.
Okay, so let's run that down here. Let's run it down.
And this one. I wish we do this more often. It's so easy for us,
Yeah.
Right.
And number 1, Rod Roddy. Number 2, Gene Wood. Number 3, Johnny Gilbert. And number 4, John Cervenka. Now, before we close the show, Mr. Ferguson, there's something else. I was doing card sharks yesterday. And I got the card right here. One of the questions asked, we surveyed 100 cat lovers and we asked them, do you have cat hair on your clothes right now? How many cat lovers say they do have cat hair on their clothes right now? Before I said that, I immediately said, this has Mel's SNES written all over this question. That's right, Nels. We're looking right at you.
Shut up, Michael.
Oh Lord.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, that is going to wrap up our show tonight.
Yep.
And I shall close this out.
Close it out.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching the Gameshow Speak Podcast. If you like this, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and give us your thoughts on all the topics, including our announcer food chain. Subscribe to Dante Pittman. Hit the notification bell whenever he does a live stream like this one at all times. Also, check out the Game Show Lounge YouTube channel. That's where you find all of our shows here on the Game Show Lounge. Also, subscribe to yours truly, Mike Bombardier, for upcoming episodes of High Rollers. And as always, thanks to Turk Ferguson for joining us here on the food chain. So with that said, we must now bid each and every one of you adieu. So until we see you next week with your hands on your buzzers here on the Game Show Speak Podcast. Goodbye, Game Show fanatics. Mwah. And good night. Bye.
Bye.
I'm Turd Ferguson, and you sure as hell aren't.
All right.